Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Well, if you haven't noticed, I've been doing some work since the last episode. And here you can see that that work has amounted to a lot of decoration. So, let's just get right into a little tour here of what I've been doing since I've been gone. So, no changes here, really. But that's okay. This isn't really a work in progress like the other barge was. This right here is just our little storage room. And what you'll see is that I've also been doing some mining, and here are the fruits of our labor there. So, we're gonna get into that though, don't you worry, because a lot has happened since the last episode, and I'm not the kind of guy that likes to do every little thing on camera. I'll tell you what, right now, okay, the last two episodes are a little boring, but they needed to be done, you know? You can't just make an episode, alright, of something and ignore the setup, you know? It's like a good show that basically just needs a good 3 or 4 episodes to introduce the characters, their quirks, their traits, and then you start seeing the conflict. And my world is no different than that. This is a real good show. So as you can see, I've been using a lot of iron, going with the chains here, and the lanterns, and making lampposts. So I've experimented with a few designs. I quite like this one. We've also got a little overhang here, left some coal on the wall there to add realistic value to it. And we've got ourselves that grass that I was talking about. And the thing that's nice about grass in this biome is that grass is a lot greener. It's a perfect silky green in this as opposed to what it is in other biomes. So let me show you what we got going on here, because you know this doesn't just happen in a day. This took a little while. This took me roughly 4 hours to make, and it, you know, that's not including the time it took to gather resources. But as you can see, we've got a pretty nice path going out over here, and this is essentially what we're going to be working on this episode. Well, in the next few episodes, because it's a big project. Actually, I have a lot of plans for this, but for now I just need some water. So I've been making sure to keep breeding these mushrooms, you know, gotta have beef. I've been making sure that we have all of our wheat needs covered. In fact, I need to get rid of this field and plant some more. Got plenty of sugarcane. I'll show you how many we have right over here. So we got a lot of sugarcane, which is nice, you know, can't complain about that. And of course we've got our tree farm built. But the thing that's nice about all of this, and I will say this, you know, having functionality to a farm, you know, you can't go wrong with having a lot of functionality. But if it doesn't look good, then what's the point of having it, right? So yeah, you might say I went a little crazy on the lanterns, but I just love the chains and the lanterns. I can't get over it. They look so nice. Come on, you can't tell me that doesn't look nice. Look at those. That's beautiful. It's downright beautiful. And so our barge is complete. I saved you the trouble of watching me make a menial tree farm so that I could introduce a new project today. Because we're in episode 3, you know, and we need to move a little faster. I think the accelerated pace of this world is going to be what brings people in, right? You know, I'm not trying to make videos here for 10 people at a time. I want a lot of people to come watch, you know, and you got to be entertaining to do that. So you might have noticed I walked by this hole earlier. Well, we're going to go down, and I'm going to show you what I've been working on and what I think the next project is absolutely going to be. So if you come down here, you'll see that I haven't really made this pretty yet, and I'll get to that. Don't worry. This is a work in progress, to be sure. But I've lit up these caves. I've lit up a lot of caves, actually, in the past couple days. And what I've been working on is basically a pathway here that I've mined out pieces of things that I wanted to leave for no reason other than I don't have a fortune pick yet, and I kind of want to wait to get a fortune pick before I start taking resources up, because there's nothing I hate more in this game than mining mindlessly for resources. So I figure I get more bang for my buck if I just wait and get a fortune pick. And look at that, here is a plot of diamonds that I have actually saved for when we get our first fortune pick, so we'll come back to those at another point, because there's going to be plenty more with what I've got planned, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be a lot more. We've got lapis lazuli up there. We've got more redstone over here, but you know what? That's not what we're focusing on today. Today, we're going to work on something I call the lair. Now, what is the lair? Well, the lair is something that I've thought up in my crazy mind. Alright, see, I've got this cave here. This cave, real boring cave. Nothing crazy going on here. You know, you've got... It's a cave. I lit it up already, so, you know. That's all fine and dandy. A little bit of redstone. Found some diamonds, I think, over there. But... a lot of caves, you know. There's a lot of caves because this is right under that cold ocean that we are right next to. So, as you can see, we've got underwater caves in here. And the nice part about most of these caves is that they're all entirely underwater. So, what I've deduced from that is that I don't have to do a lot of lighting, which means that above this area, right up there, that's a perfect place for a mob farm, a common one. We don't have enough bones. We don't have a lot of gunpowder or arrows or rotten flesh, even though nobody really needs rotten flesh. But the point is, all right, we don't have a lot of things, and we want more things. So I'm thinking that I cut out an entire chunk of underneath this ocean biome. Make sure that all the caves around here are lit up, and then, since I'll have this chunk cut out, we might even find ourselves some slime chunks. You can't go wrong with slime chunks. You just can't, alright? Because slime balls are a very important commodity, and once we get access to sticky pistons, oh boy, well, that opens a whole new world of projects for us. So, today's episode, we are going to be cutting out a 40 by 80 by 8. All right, as you can see, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to be cutting out a 40 by 80 by 8 area right down here, starting from this block. All right, we're going to be cutting it out going this way. And what that's going to do for us is it's going to uncover a lot of resources that we need. I won't have to mine again for a while. But aside from that, it's also going to help us with finding slime chunks, finding caves, and we're going to get them all lit up. Because I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, one thing I hate about this game is how tedious a lot of the things are. And one thing I hate about watching YouTube videos about this game is how tedious it is to watch someone else do tedious things. So I'm going to save you the trouble. I'm going to do the tedious things off camera. And then, when I'm done with them, I'm going to show you what I've been doing. Sorry. No cobblestone was hurt in the making of this intro. Alright then. I'm going to get to it. Because as you can tell, I'm kind of crazy already from all this mining. All I have is an iron pick. But the views must come. The content must be made. So I'm going to get to it. And once I'm done cutting out this big area, well, then I'm going to do a big little montage of me cutting out all of the ores that I find. Well, at least the coal and the redstone. The iron I'm going to pick up, and anything else that I can just pick up as ore I'm going to pick up. But that's unimportant. What you really care about is how many diamonds I find, right? Diamonds are the big thing that we want, right? Well then, look no further. I'm going to save you the trouble. I'm going to get that dopamine and serotonin working in your mind. I'm going to make you feel like progress is being made in your life by watching my progress. All right, stick around. Let's see where it goes. Well, that was fast. Looks like we already found some diamonds, ladies and gents. Back to it. Oh my goodness. We already found a slime chunk. Well. Oh, jeez. Ow, okay, that hurt. Yeah, why don't you come down here? Bigger area to fight. Well, tell you guys what. It's already shaping up to be a great episode. Yep, that's a lot of damage. Alright, so we've done from here to there, that's 40 blocks, and from here to there, that's 20. So far we've got a 40 by 20 by 8 area. So far we've got a 40 by 20 by 8 area entirely carved out. This means we're about a quarter of the way through. Any of the caves that I'm going through, I just continue lighting, but I haven't found any new caves, so I haven't had to use too many torches. Here's what we're looking at for cobble. That's one full chest, and we're working on our second now. But, of course, I'm sure we'll probably have about 8 of these by the end of this video. Maybe more like 6, actually, since a quarter of this is taken up, roughly 1.5. But, at any rate, I'm going to keep grinding through, and, yeah. I'm still counting on how many picks I have used, and so far this was my 10th of the batch of 10 that I made, so I've used roughly 17 now. No, excuse me, 18 now, because I made... No, this is the 18th. Okay, no. So I made 8 and then 10, so this is the 18th pick. So I've used 17 full picks so far. We've got a lot of redstone that we've carved out, as well as obsidian that I can't get through right now, but once I make my diamond pick, I will get through these. I'm holding off on making the diamond pick because I am, frankly, I'm a masochist, and I just love carving through things with iron. No, really. It's fun. Alright, back to it. Well, this is a 40 by 40 area, by 8 too, that I have dug out, and what I am seeing a lot of is redstone, if you couldn't guess, and not a lot of anything else. We got lapis here, still those diamonds I found earlier, but that's about it really, and you know, I am finding some monsters. The problem with not mining this stuff out is that the efficient torch placement that I'm trying to do with the 5 torches, or torch every 5 blocks, is not working in the case where there's redstone in the way. So there's a lot of dark spaces in here that some mobs are spawning on, which has been relatively annoying, but not totally a huge thorn. I've used 28 pickaxes. This is my 28th pickaxe right here. And as you can see, like I said, we are likely going to be almost full on this double chest very soon. Which is fine. You know, I have big projects planned where I'm going to need a lot of stone bricks and smooth stone and such, so I am a-okay with having those. But the other problem is that I'm not really finding a lot of iron or coal either. It seems like this is a really inefficient mining strategy, which I knew from the start. I mean, the real goal of this was to make a huge underground base that I could, like, be like, hey, look at this, I'm cool. And also to, you know, find a slime chunk, which there is a slime chunk, I think, right here. I want to say it's either this one, or one of these two. But slimes have been frequently spawning in these chunks, and so that's really helpful because I eventually, very soon, before episode, like, I want to say 15, want to have a working slime farm. So, yeah. At any rate, I've got another 40 by 40 by 8 area to cut out. This is just halfway through. So I'm gonna get to cutting that out, and hopefully we find at least a couple more veins of diamonds. I mean, you know, we've got 2 veins waiting for us, but I'm really hoping that we are able to find, you know, a couple more, because, geez, what's the point of doing this if I can't find the stuff I want, right? I don't want to be wearing this ugly iron armor forever. I want diamonds! Alrighty, so, small mulligan. Last clip, I was only 30 blocks in the X direction. So, this is 40 by 40. This is a perfect square now. I could stand right about here, I think, somewhere around here. And this is a perfect square. This is the 40 by 40. So now I am halfway done. As you can see, we still have yet to find diamonds. There's some gold hiding up there that I'm about to grab. But there's really nothing other than redstone that's meeting us. In fact, this was perhaps the most uneventful 10 block push I made because I only found a handful of redstone even. So I think we're gonna be alright in these last 40 blocks. I have a good feeling about it, but who knows really, you know? You can't really be certain. If we don't get a lot of diamonds, it's okay. I mean, this is a feat in and of itself. I can't explain to you how f***ing mind-numbing this is. It's quite painful doing this with an iron pickaxe. I mean, I am using iron, that's fair, but you know, this has purpose to it too. I mean, I want this so we can make a decent early game XP farm. So there's more value to this than just mining, but you know, it's what it is. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Got another, it's been about 4 hours that I've been mining these, more like 3.5, but yeah, so it's probably gonna take me another 3.5 hours to get through the next 40 by 40 area, so I'm gonna do that. Please say a prayer for me. Okay. Wow. That took a while. Well, I lost count of how many iron picks I used exactly, but I think it was upwards of 80, probably close to 100. So what we've got here is
pretty much the bare bones for a big project that I want coming up. And I'll explain that more in the next episode. For now, I think this is satisfying enough for most of you. I carved out a 40 by 80 by 8 area in Minecraft using only iron pickaxes. And in the process, I did not go insane. In fact, I think I'm very happy. And I hope the time lapse that I just played for you was also as satisfying for you as it was for me to finish this in real time. But as you can see, I'm running around and we've got 3 veins of diamonds over here. We got 1 over there, and we got 1 in the hallway up to here. So I think we got skunked a little bit on diamonds. We could have done better, but I'll take what we can get. Redstone wise, we have plenty of redstone from this, so can't complain about the redstone. And lapis, there's tons of it hanging out. I still gotta go dirt scaffold up and grab all the coal and iron that are in the ceilings as well as in the floors. But that's all gonna get done in the next episode, because I need to make an enchantment table before I go mining around all this stuff. And I have figured out that the slime chunk is likely... let me just show my chunk borders here. It's likely this one, alright, because I've seen a couple of them spawn up there and then make their way down. So it's likely this chunk that has the slimes in it, which is good because I can just make the hallway go around this and put a little farm in here. But that's a future project, of course. The goal here was 1, to find diamonds, and 2, to find a slime chunk, and we achieved both of those. And we managed to carve out an awesome basement starter, area for what I think could be a really cool build, really nice decorative project, and honestly a really functional project as well. So without further ado, I think that's going to sign me out for the end of the episode. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, maybe consider subscribing, because, we don't carve these things out for nothing. There's going to be more episodes in this series. So if you want to see more episodes, why not just subscribe and turn that bell on, and you'll be notified whenever they're out. And last but not least, if you'd like to leave a suggestion or a comment for what I can do in future episodes, I would greatly appreciate it, because I would like to have more interaction with my fan base. So if you have a suggestion, leave it in the comments section. I'll read it. I might even reply to it. Alright. Have a good one, guys. Stay royal. King Arthur, signing off.